Yo guys, what's up? This is Monarchy here, and today I want to discuss about what's been happening or the drama that is going on in NGS. For example, uh, virtual live style 24. So pretty much the Sanji, the company itself, not the VTubers, but maybe certain VTubers. Just to give you guys an idea. And whoever's pulling on these scratches, it's best not to cause drama or harm to anyone. It's to each their own, because I play free to play and I don't scratch on AC. So as what they have here, it's interesting choice. Would I draw for them if I have the money to do it? Maybe this jacket. And for the female, maybe this one. But so far, it's not bad because it's kind of casual. And, kind of lolly if people are interested in those things. Which is fine. This look is not bad. The hairstyle, so on and so forth. Yeah, this one's nice too, because it gives you that two-tone, and with the bow, it looks very nice. Out of everything else, maybe the eyes for me. What is this? Yeah. Yeah, for me, yeah, that's about it. But anyways, I wanted to set B-roll, but also it's something to hear for you guys, because I'm gonna let you guys hear something and I'm gonna comment what this guy is saying. And let's just get started, shall we?
Shocking laws that are okay in Japan but illegal around the world. Many think that Japan is a very strict country, and rightfully so, but when you hear some of these Japanese laws, you may be scratching your head. And to be clear from the start, I don't recommend doing any of these things. I'm not providing legal advice, and this is for entertainment only. But like always, before I start, if you want to see what I'm doing, let me know in the comments how these laws compare to your country, and if you agree or disagree with any of them. Alright, let's do this. Number 1.
So, as of now, you know how VTubers are sometimes they want to hide their persona, the real identity. So if someone becomes a VTuber and wants to earn a living or make some money on the sideline, but to get a contract, we don't know of any VTuber in general, what is their actual age and gender. Age of consent is legal for 13-year-olds. Nowadays, younger kids are trying to be adults. So that is an issue, especially when you're getting contract by an agency that can put your kids or yourself included if you're young in a territory that hard to get out of, and if you don't have that much knowledge or wisdom in those specific times. Once you reach a certain older when you reach a certain age, excuse me, your mind starting to develop, in which case you're knowing better. You're improving yourself better. The knowledge that you had from while you're 13 until becoming 16 and 18. So even young adults, right? Like around 20, 21. So, but still they're kids in my eyes. They are noticing, or, well, yeah, they are noticing that there is things that if you're gonna get your first time to have a job, you just want to get it and earn money or have side cash and help maybe around the house or being a little bit more responsible. And as you learn from going to school or job in the streets, whatever your knowledge is, the more information you get inside of your head, more better you become. And but yeah, let's continue.
Cousins. On somewhat of a first cousin, it's called, for example, Japan's 56th prime.
I don't care about the first cousins that much. Only if you live in Japan. Excuse me. Only if you live in Japan, then that kind of be a concerning. But I don't know. It's their issue.
This one kind of blew my mind. Number 3.
This one.
Defamation. So this is an interesting one. In Japan, you can sue someone for defamation if they damage your honor, aka public image, even if the statements are true. This one kind of blew my mind since I'm from the US, and we understand defamation to be the oral or written communication of a false statement about another that unjustly harms their reputation and usually constitutes a tort or crime. But in Japan, hurting someone's honor or even hurting a company's honor is protected by law, despite the statements being true. I should note though that many laws in Japan leave a lot of gray area, but the main 3 criteria for defamation in Japan is 1. The statement is shared with the general public. 2. It reveals specific facts whether true or not. And 3. It damages one's honor, either socially, their value, or how they value themselves. So for example, telling your coworkers or the public.
That sounds to me like any company from Asia, or specifically right now, in this case, Japan, due to, I know certain, well, we all know certain VTubers that moves from state to Japan or UK to Japan, so on so forth. And since you don't know beyond where you are living and born in, going to a opposite country that it's not yours, but you're alienated, I'm guessing, and you're moving from point A to point B without realizing what you put yourself in. So again, like Japan, that there is certain things that people frown upon or don't care about, or they try to, but they don't do nothing about it. Like women being touched, pedophiles, or stalkers, things like that. and your rights as a person, regardless if you're male or female. With that being said, there is a lot of um things that already started from long ago, and you're going to a place that your laws from wherever you came to Japan difference, and you're putting yourself at risk, especially if you're moving where you're having business or a job security, quote unquote, which is not actually true. Because since you're an entertainer, excuse me, things, especially towards women, um, your safety, it decreases, and your risk is higher due to if you're going to other third world countries or any type of country, you're at risk of other things that maybe you're not aware of, or you don't pay attention to those real life circumstances. Maybe you do, but you're like, whatever. I'm a kid, or I'm a teenager. It doesn't affect me, or I'm a young adult. I know all these things. Um, with that in mind, companies will abuse you regardless wherever you are and whatever country you are in. Since contracts by um, any that you make, and when you start and finish, you have to read the fine print, like your parents, guardians, whoever that has knowledge of those things. If you're becoming VTuber or um, influencer, whatever, streamer, so on and so forth, or content creators, you have to be aware of the danger, regardless how positive or negative it is. You have to think about all those things. But going back to like contracts and things, I wish I have more to show you and not blabbering. Um, the thing is, while you're in contract, they'll slip in certain things, or when you're making a deal, especially like Hololive or Ninji Sanji at this point. I see it odd that if you, let's say I'm a singer, right? Or I do movies or write lyrics or whatever it is. Let's just say I am. And I got a hold of to go to Ninja Sanji. They asked me, "Oh, you have an agent or not?" And if I say yes, they probably would ask that, "Oh, can you fire that person and we'll be your agents?" And you say, "What for?" and they're gonna give a reason so they could have a control of you. So with that, they basically they want to be your boss and your guardian or your parent. That regardless of your age and you becoming a VTuber, of their hiring you and aspects of those type of things, they want a full control of your persona and the character that you're creating and the website you're doing. Like if it's Twitch or YouTube. With that being said, if things go south, like if they fire you or you got let go, but technically, I believe 100% that any corporation and companies, they want you to leave. And they don't want to risk of firing you to they get hold of the money more. Because and then their image or their honor, they will look bad if they fire you. They want you to leave on your will. So they have, clean slate. They're like, okay, we get more money and we gave them whatever X amount of money. So with that, if you leave or you get fired, your compensation of that is pretty much whatever they gave you to leave or you got fired for, that is it. They still make money and you get left broke. Because whatever you owned, they stripped you away from that. So once you became something and it's in their name, but with your name of your character's name, your whole persona identity, that was you, but they took that away. Because whatever the contract was, they will strip that. And you left with nothing and you cannot keep getting income from that. So like Hollywood, pop stars, singers, whatever, they build a contract and whatever CDs or movies, videos, and if they back out from the entertainment business, they still make money due to they have their brand name. The Hollywood cannot take that away from them. So, in Niji Sanji or Hollow Live or Shoujo, I don't know those companies, but as of now, we're sticking to Niji Sanji. They will take every right from you. What this speaking of, because their honor or their image, like Sega, for example, because they are responsible for this too. I don't know why they, before I keep going on with Niji Sanji, Sega has a big blame on it too. Whatever contract, if they're gonna do collabs with, let's say, what's it called? Seven Deadly Sins, for example, this one, or Black Lagoon, and right now the Niji Sanji. Sega should have been smart and think ahead that making a contract with collaboration, they could have done that. If something happens to your business or your company and is giving us a bad image, we have the right to take your content away. Oh, before I keep going on this idea, like Sony, PlayStation, they had a contract with um, Anthem and Cyberpunk. Uh, they gave, I believe, or lowered the price down due to whatever the issue was. And also, Cyberpunk, the CD Projekt Red, they too did something and they're cheating the players. So they never, CG Project Red never done that before till Cyberpunk. And Cyberpunk, they got bad rating. They got people start breaking the game itself or giving it away or sell it back to the company itself or returning it to whatever store that they bought it from. And Sony heard the news what CD Projekt Red did and took out Cyberpunk out of their PlayStation store. So with that being said, Sega should have been on top of it and being strict about doing contracts with collabs. So anything like that happens that from VTubers or any collaboration moving forward, they could say, okay, we're gonna take your collaboration scratch tickets out of it till you fix your issue. For the meantime, we're gonna go for plan B and figure out what other collabs we could bring in from whatever collaboration we have right now. Emergency collaboration that if plan A is not working out due for whatever circumstances, they have plan B. So that's what Sega should do, and for people won't scratch on the ticket till they resolve the situation. That would be the best move, but leaving it on Sega store on PSO2 or NGS, excuse me. This is going against by the laws of different country and rules of regulation, all that good nitty gritty stuff, and it's not helping the person that is suing or either both parties. So whatever they finish and deal with, they should, as of now, they should strip it away, replace it with something else, because it will give a bad image, like it said there. If you want to read, let me play back.
Defamation.
Defamation.
So this is an interesting one. In Japan, you can sue someone for defamation if they damage your honor, aka public image, even if the statements are true. This one
VTuber itself, as of now, ruining her image and her honor, as well as the company itself. They already messed them up, but themselves up. So Sega, it's ruining their honor and whatever they believe in. So Niji Sanji is bringing Sega down in one way or another. Not in money standpoint, because they're not losing, as well as Niji Sanji as of now, due to Sega already paid for this scratch ticket. So they're not winning or losing any business. They're winning 99% of the time. The 1% is rare occasionally, but it's hurting Niji Sanji as of now due to the lawyers or the battle standpoint of things. Yeah, let's keep on going.
Kind of blew my mind since I'm from the U.S. and we
I
understand
want to
defamation to be the
I wanted to say something else, but I kind of forgot.
oral or written communication of a false statement about another that unjustly harms their reputation and usually constitutes a tort or crime. But in Japan, hurting someone's honor or even hurting a company's honor is protected by law, despite the statements being true. I should note though that many laws in Japan leave a lot of gray area, but the main three criteria for defamation in Japan is 1. The statement is shared with the general public. 2. It reveals specific facts, whether true or not. And 3. Damages one's honor, either socially, their value, or how they value themselves. So for example, telling your coworkers or the public that your married boss is having an affair with someone, even though it's completely true, is considered defamation in Japan. Even online statements, if the 3 previously mentioned criteria are met, can be considered defamation. There are exceptions though, such that you're stating facts about public interest or you're a whistleblower to expose company fraud. But at the end of the day, the Japanese law is to protect individuals and companies from malicious actors that intend to do their honor or image harm. There were 2 examples that actually happened in Japan. Case 1, in 2018, a person was having an affair and it was posted on social media by a third party. Although the affair was happening, the person sued the third party for defamation. The Tokyo District Court judged for the plaintiff and was awarded 100,000 yen, about $820 today. And case 2, a quasi-rape incident occurred in an event circle. Quasi-rape by Japanese definition is a crime of committing sexual intercourse, anal intercourse, oral sex with another who's passed out under the influence of such as alcohol and lost consciousness to resist or was not able to resist. A magazine published an anonymous report about the incident without giving the subject's real name. In this case, although the incident happened and the subject was anonymous in the report, the court still awarded for the subject, as it was judged that the subject could be identified by judging the totality of the circumstances, and received a total of 4.4 million yen for defamation damages, about $36,000 US. Maybe not necessarily illegal around the world, but I thought this one was worth mentioning. So yeah, if you're in Japan and someone's talking that shiz, you may be able to do something about it. Before I continue on, I want to
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's find a content creator on speaking about this so far.